What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon back at it again with another crypto video. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. If you're new here, subscribe, bell icon, get notified when I post new videos because it's all time sensitive. In today's video, we have to talk about Peter Schiff. I just don't understand this guy. He's just hating. And I think he just feels empowered at the bottom of the bear market because he's seen a couple nice rallies with gold over the past couple days that have literally retracted right back down to where gold was sitting. But, I don't know. I just don't understand him. He's a definite maximalist. All he wants is gold to do well because that's all he holds is gold. Maximalism doesn't make sense to me. I actually like gold. I have gold. I have silver. I have cryptocurrency, and I have physical assets. But I just don't understand why Peter Schiff has a one-track mind, and he fails to understand the technology behind cryptocurrency. Even though we've had a terrible week because of the crash of FTX, which is literally the antithesis of cryptocurrency. FTX, centralized garbage. FTT token, centralized garbage. Dude over here colluding with Gary Gensler and a lot of other criminals. So I just don't understand why Peter Schiff fails to delineate between centralized garbage and decentralized gold. He loves gold so much, he should definitely understand that Bitcoin is decentralized gold. But we're going to jump into that in today's video. So make sure you guys stay tuned until the end so you don't miss out on any of this important information. First thing we have to do, take a look at the cryptocurrency market. Let's head on over to the main page. Look at that. Global crypto market cap is up about 1% today. Negligible. We can disregard that. Still under $1 trillion market cap. I think we're probably going to go a little bit lower, to be honest. Bitcoin definitely has potential downside. Looking at past cycles, the bottom seems to be around 85 to 90%. So considering that it still managed to hold above those levels is promising, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did end up going down to like the $10,000, $12,000 range. And if it does, I'm ready. I know a lot of people are ready. Looking at a lot of the indicators with Bitcoin, we see people holding 10 or more Bitcoin continues to rise. People that hold 1 or more Bitcoin continues to rise. Now we do see a lot of Bitcoins flowing off of exchanges, which used to mean something. It used to stand for long-term holders taking custody of crypto. But considering the collapse of all these exchanges, FTX, Celsius, BlockFi, Voyager, Terra Luna collapse, all the debacles that have been unfolding of the past year, I think it's a little bit different and we can't really look at that indicator the same way that we used to. So overall, I think it's good. I think it's good that people are self-custodying because that means that hopefully we don't have another huge debacle like FTX. People are flawed. Centralized exchanges are flawed because people run them. And that's the whole point for Bitcoin and decentralization. And people just don't understand that. Hopefully they do one day. But right now, a lot of people just don't understand that. Anyway, taking a look, Bitcoin still hovering right around 16,800, looking good on the day, up or pretty much even for the day. But, everything's pretty much down massively thanks to the crash of FTX. Can't really expect anything other than that. Scrolling on down, though, I did want to talk about Cardano really quick because it's still holding above 30 cents. So I love to see it. Last time I made a video, I said I think Cardano is going to go under 30 cents, but it's managing to hold. Solana back up from its low of the day, somewhere around $12. Solana did have some exposure with this FTX debacle, but it turns out they only had about 1% of their funds on FTX. Now, they did have a lot of other holdings on FTX that they lost. I think they claimed somewhere around $120 million worth of funds lost. So will they ever see that back? Will retail investors ever see any of their funds back from this FTX nightmare? I doubt it. Will Sam Bankman-Fried, will the Democratic candidates that received donations from Sam Bankman-Fried ever give those funds back? I doubt it. They're going to keep that money. Do you blame them? I kind of do. I think they should give that money back. But who cares? Who cares? What are you going to do? Can't cry over spilt milk. Learn from this lesson. Let's move forward. Let's make sure to self-custody our crypto, guys. Let's make sure to self-custody our crypto. Really quick, since we're talking about Peter Schiff, I did want to talk about the price of gold. Because you already know, Peter Schiff feeling great about the price of gold, right? Feeling fantastic. if we look at gold over the past year, it's pretty much cycled, just like Bitcoin, just like every other asset, gone up, gone down. During the beginning of the pandemic, it had a great rally, even went above $2,000 an ounce, which was fantastic if you're holding the yellow metal, but look at that. It's cycling up and down, up and down, up and down. Of course, it's not as volatile as cryptocurrency or any of the tech stocks, but that's because gold has been around for thousands of years. People love gold. But, I mean, still, if you look at the 5-year, it's only up, 54% over 5 years? Which I think looks exactly like Bitcoin right now. Looks like Bitcoin right now. Let that sink in. And right now, Bitcoin is literally at the bottom of its cycle, from 7,000 up to where it is today. Even at the bottom, we'll look at the very bottom, 16,000. That's still more than 50%. Still more. It's about 60%. So it's still up more than gold over 5 years, and that's from bottom to bottom. Okay. We're not even going to look at the $69,000 price or whatever the hell it was, $64,000 price. We won't even look there. We won't even use that number. We use the bottom. It's still up, still looking almost the exact same as gold. So yes, Bitcoin is volatile. That's a price of admission. It's a breakout technology. It's brand new. What do you expect? It has very little adoption, right? It's decentralized gold. Only 21 million will ever exist, right? Read the white paper. It talks about the amazing technology. It's decentralized. No one can control it, right? No one can take advantage of the transactions. No one can manipulate the transactions. It's here to stay. It's been banned by China numerous times. What has that done? Absolutely nothing. Remember back in the day, China used to ban it. Oh, it actually used to affect the price. Now it doesn't do anything. It's just complete FUD. So it's nonsense. But anyway, back to this gold, right? Why is gold up a little bit? Why is Peter Schiff feeling so ballsy lately? Well, I think it's because, first off, we had CPI data come back last week, and it was a little bit better than the month before. Down about 0.4, 0.5%. Nothing too big, but just that little dip caused the DXY, the dollar index, to drop. So dollar index basically is measuring the strength of the dollar. So the higher this number is, the worse the risk on assets are going to be. So whenever the dollar index is doing poorly or going down, risk on assets are going to start doing better. But I just quickly wanted to point something out, right? Looking at the stock market, looking at the Dow Jones, year to date, it's down 7.7%. S&P 500 is down 16.9, almost 17%. Right? NASDAQ composite down 28.5%. So, I mean, everything is down, guys. We're in a recession. Whether the government wants to admit that or not, whatever they want to call it, things aren't looking good anywhere. Why? Because we printed so much money in such a short amount of time. We're talking like 40% of the M2 money supply printed in the last 2 years. So what is that going to do? It's going to make the price of items go up. I mean, it's common sense, simple supply and demand. There's too much money chasing too few goods. That's my definition of inflation, and I think a lot of people agree with that definition. So whatever the case, I did just quickly want to preface everything that we're going to talk about with Peter Schiff with that. Now let's look at some of these tweets. And, I just don't understand this guy. Why does he have to FUD on crypto? If you like Bitcoin, just talk about damn Bitcoin. Dude, he sounds like a Solana or Ethereum maximalist over here. Bitcoin speculators still don't get it. It makes no sense to buy Bitcoin because you think a lower than expected YOY CPI means that the Fed is more likely to pivot sooner than later. The Bitcoin selling related to the FTX debacle has only just begun. Any rally is doomed to fail. Alright, Peter. Alright. Why? Why do you think that? I just don't understand him, man. Let's see. Even with Bitcoin collapsing and MicroStrategy losing billions. Really? They lost billions? Did they sell? I don't think they sold. I don't think people are going to be selling for a loss, Peter. That wouldn't make sense. Would you sell for a loss, Peter? I don't think so. So let's not say they're losing billions. The price of the asset has dropped. They're not selling. That'd be stupid. They're probably buying more. And as a matter of fact, I think Michael Saylor just said that MicroStrategy, or he sold about $500 million worth of MicroStrategy stock, or he's in the process of doing so. Why? Because he's gonna buy the fucking dip. Peter Schiff, you piece of shit. I just can't stand this guy, dude. I'm sorry, and I don't care. I don't care about YouTube anymore. This guy can suck my nuts. Peter Schiff, over the last 5 trading days, gold had one-day rallies of $52.40 and $49. Oh my gosh. Wow, such a big numbers. What a big boy. Gold rallies of that size are very rare, and having 3 in 5 days is practically unheard of. Those who don't understand the significance bought tech stocks. Those who do bought gold mining stocks. Okay. Good job. Why do you have to throw in the shade? Those who don't understand bought tech stocks. Here we go. This doesn't look good, but it's to be expected. Lots more to come. Sell your Bitcoin if you can. Really? If you can? As many people who would like to sell can't. What do you mean if you can? There's hundreds of exchanges around the world. You don't even have to use an exchange. You can use a decentralized exchange, Peter. Come on, buddy. Get your facts straight. Just don't understand this guy, man. Let's see. US dollar index is now down 7% from its September high. If this is the beginning of a long overdue dollar bear market, it's got a long way to fall. The ramifications are disastrous, and the upward pressure of the CPI, long-term interest rates, and unemployment will intensify. Okay, I actually agree with you here. But see, I agree with Plan D, dude. Bitcoin and Ethereum would explode. Gold and silver will shine as well. Why can't you take that point, Peter? And I was not even expecting to see that here. But what a beautiful point. Even homeboy in your comments, dude. Telling you this right here. Right here. This is your opportunity to stop hating Bitcoin. I just don't understand it. Yes, because it won't be around much longer. Dude, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Whacked. People that are just bashed on Bitcoin. This is all I have to say. I hope you guys keep the same energy during the next bull market. It's always the same type of people. The people that don't understand it, want to talk a big game. They got their bags packed with other assets, so they feel threatened. That's what it is. They feel threatened that some new hot commodity is going to come into town, steal up all their money. Why can't you just take a neutral stance on it? A year ago, Bitcoin hit 69,000. One of the main reasons for the spectacular rally was all the leverage that funded unprecedented crypto advertising. Really, dude? Really? Maybe it was because Bitcoin's mining rewards were cut in half, and the demand for the remaining Bitcoin that were being mined on a daily basis was greater than the supply. Maybe that's what it was, Peter. You know, we had companies like PayPal buying so much Bitcoin per day. Companies buying Bitcoin more so than the amount that was being introduced into supply, Peter. Maybe that's what it was. Whatever. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust launched its Drop Gold campaign in May 2019. The ad spend pushed the price of GBTC to $17.40 that month. Had you dropped 10K worth of gold and bought GBTC at that time, you would now have 5K left. Had you kept gold, it would now be worth 13.5K. Okay, you know, I actually kind of agree with this stance right here. However, this right here is just one maximalist versus another maximalist. Why not buy both? Why not buy both? Why not be diversified? Why does it have to be one or the other? And I say that same thing to Michael Saylor. Why one or the other? Why not both? Yeah, I get it. Right, I get both points. Peter Schiff, oh, you want the physical asset in your hand. And look, I understand Michael Saylor as well. Gold can be taken from you. You can't take as much with you across country lines, blah, blah, blah. I get both points. But both assets have their uses. So why not have both? I just don't understand it. So, you know, scroll through Peter Schiff's Twitter. All you're going to see is the same shit. All he wants to do is talk shit about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I just don't understand it. Why not have an open mind and like both? Whatever. That's all I have for today. Just, you know, I just can't stand this guy. I can't stand maximalists in general. Open your eyes. Diversify. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. It literally is that simple. I think that's the best case scenario. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys made it this far, you guys are awesome. Sorry for the rant. It's late. I'm tired. Usually don't do videos like these, but whatever. Had to do this one. Had to talk about Peter Schiff. God just freaking grinds my gears, man. But you guys have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are. Dylan is out.